Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my second Triple Nipples special of the evening. Tonight we are watching Cold Steel versus the Hand of Death. Both of these, Cold Steel is a new team, a relatively good team, and Hand of Death, that sounded really bad. They're not a relatively good team. They're a good team. And it looks like my stream just disconnected. Sorry about that, everyone. It seems like my OBS just disconnected from the stream, but everything should be back up and running now. As I was saying, Hand of Death, not a new team. They've been around for a while. Let's actually take a look. They've been around since season 5. So they've got 2 seasons under their belt. And Cold Steel is a newer team, but they've also got a decent amount of experience so far. They've played... Math is hard. They've played 9 games already this season. And we do have the map bans and the first map. So our bans today are Cold Steel banned Cargo and Hand of Death banned Downfall. Now, going through their stats real quick, Hand of Death banning Downfall. It looks like it's because it's their worst map. They only have a 34 win percentage on it. Out of 62 rounds played, they've only won 21. So that's a good ban on their side. And for Cold Steel, banning Cargo is because I don't know. I mean, they've got a 44 round win percentage, which isn't great, but it's not any worse than the rest of their rounds, so I'm not really sure if they're banning it because they're not comfortable or because they don't want to play Hand of Death on it. But Hand of Death only has a 43% round win, so they're basically tied round win percentages on Cargo. So I don't know why that ban came out, but we'll see if it pays off in the end. And then our first map today is Tanker. I'm assuming this is Cold Steel's map choice, so they're starting it off with a very fun map. I think that they are going to show us what these new rookie teams are all about on Tanker. It's a new favorite, new meta, so I am looking forward to hopping into the pre-round. So let's go over to the scoreboard and make sure everything is set up right before we hop in here. It is, so we are going to go and throw you into the pre-round. All right, sorry about that delay. It looks like we are hopping into map 1, round 1 on Tanker.
All right, who am I taking a pistol from? I'm putting it in my face.
And it looks like, oh, they do have all 5 players on both sides, so we're all set. Starting with the bow objective on the top deck. Shots already ringing out from Ninx. Just putting a lot of suppressing fire down. Smoke's coming out as well. Smokes and night vision make it very, very hard to see, but so do those flashlights that Xandria is using. It looks like he just placed it. He's placing it on top of that barrel so it blocks. It's a new strat that we've been seeing coming out. But basically, if you look at it, it just blocks your night vision. You have to take it off. And you can't move it without getting away from it. Xandria taking shots out on Shrieking, and Nick's coming out from behind that shield using that as cover. Urban goes downing 1 though, taking down Silver Sniper and Grim Reaper. We have a double shield strat coming out. Xandria getting Shrieking Geek. Urban backing off of Grim Reaper. Shrieking's down, shield's down. Ninx is going to keep coming out. He's trying to get this fixed. He is going to be able to catch him, and now he's going to go for that shield, I assume. He needs to get that res on Shrieking Geek so they can get that shield back up and move. Urban coming around the corner real quick, trying to take out the shield, but not able to. He's going to rotate around. He's going to just wait, give a good call out, and hide. It's a 4v4 right now. Urban getting a flank finally on the shield. Grim Reaper going down just like that. Wait, there's 3. Oh, Azrier is downstairs, getting ready to come up the stairs, actually. He's in a very good position. He could just walk right up. Oh, I'm Patrick taking down Shrieking Geek through that little corner on the side there. Urban Ghost picking up Ninx Dragon. It is all down to Azrier in this. And Jacob just called him out. I don't know if Azrier has any way of getting out of this building without getting caught out. Remmer's just sitting there watching the door, as well as Mr. Jacob, and the rest of the team is converging. I'm Patrick waiting. Urban Ghost coming in, getting ready to come in the front. He's gonna be able to do it. He crosses, he gets some shots, but he doesn't get down, and then he takes out Azrier just like that. And Hand of Death take the first round on Tanker. Now that objective that we just saw is actually the only objective that I have yet to play while playing Tanker in a competitive lobby. Or in a competitive league match, I would say. We've played all the other ones. So I don't really know how that one is defense-wise, but should be pretty fun to do. I like Tanker. I like night maps. Our team is starting to lean towards them, so we'll see how it pans out this season. I think more and more teams have been playing the night maps. I'm going to take a quick swig of my Mountain Dew Game Fuel, sponsoring this episode. No, I'm just messing with y'all. We're just waiting on the teams to hop back in for the next round. Oh, there are the sounds of the next round. I was going to say, we're just going to listen to this thunder and let everyone slowly fall asleep. But we are going into round 2 on Tanker. Map 1. Hi. We have 1 shield from Urban Ghost. It looks like that's it. A basic 2-2-1 split. Xandria and Remmer going on the port side. Urban and Patrick going on the starboard side and getting ready to come into contact with Silver Sniper. as soon as they come around this corner. Let's see if he can handle the shield. He cannot. Urban Ghost taking down Silver Sniper.
You get that guy? One's still up high, one's still up high.
Good call-outs coming out. Dangerous Snake taking down Shrieking Geek, who was up on the top.
One by the crate, one by the crate. Red crate on our left.
Good communication, good overlapping cover. Azure taking down Remmer as he tries to push up, but Mr. Jacobs underneath pushing up. I'm Patrick and Azure trading on the top floor there. Neither one of them down, or neither one of them dead, both of them down. Neeks is coming out, trying to get this shield.
Can you get around that corner?
Sees the shield, but he doesn't get any shots out. I'm Patrick finally taking out Azure, and then Urban Ghost taking out Ninx, and just like that, we are into a 1v4 Cold Steel on the defense with one player. Grim Reaper up on the top, Mr. Jacob coming up behind him, and that is it. Hand of Death taking the second one in just a minute 10. Wow. A very fast-paced tanker map. Let's see what we get next for the objective. Looks like we are going to be testing my camera casting skills because we are in the downstairs center room objective. So I'm going to apologize to everyone watching because this might be a little rough. Defense-wise, this is a pretty good objective to defend. There are only 4 ways in, and you've got 5 players, so you have an extra man per out, or extra man more than you have entrances. So, as long as you stand and hold your corners, you should be good. There's a lot of cover. I think that a lot of the boxes down here are bulletproof, but we will see what happens as we roll into round 3, map 1, Anchor, Cold Steel versus Hand of Death. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed a lot, but it has been pretty fast-paced so far.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. Yeah, Patrick's not playing to be hurt.
Once again with the pistol strat, we're handing out pistols with the flashlights on them and blocking the doors. Shots already coming out from Nink's Dragon, man. He's getting super aggressive, and I'm Patrick coming in contact. Mr. Jacob and Grim Reaper trading on the side over there. Looks like Jacob went down and Grim Reaper's still up. Neeks is going back to revive him. We've got Shrieking Geek coming up with a shield on the port side, and a beautiful flashbang comes out, but I don't think that it got Shrieking Geek. We'll see how well he can play that shield right now, and he takes down Xandria and confirms him. Now Urban Ghost is moving up. If I'm Shrieking, I'm picking up that gun off the ground. Urban running up, not being able to take out the shield, and runs back, gets caught in the back by Grim Reaper. I think I just heard Shrieking Geek's gun just click because it hasn't been reloaded. And now we are into a 5v2 on Hand of Death. Man, Cold Steel laying down some work. They took out 3 members of Hand of Death on a pretty easy to defend objective, in my opinion. Now if they can just maintain good fields of fire and not kill each other, because they are across it. Remmer pushing up and getting Grim. Shrieking Geek not able to catch him in the back. But he should have a good line of sight on him. I'm Patrick downing Nink's Dragon in the front there. Shrieking calling into his 2 other teammates to come down. We still have Silver Sniper and Azrier coming in the back way. Bremer in a good spot, but I'm pretty sure he can get shot either through those boxes or through that little crack right there. Well, if I could fly the camera. That crack right there. And with Shrieking Geek having a shield, he has the advantage. Shrieking Geek now pushing up. He can definitely see him, and he's gonna try and shoot him right there. Boom! One shot. Bremer is down. Shrieking confirms, but he gets caught out while he takes the shield down to shoot, and I'm Patrick takes him out. And now we have Silver Sniper and Azrier coming in. Silver Sniper just laying down bullets. I'm Patrick taking him out. Now we're down to a 1v1. Azrier, last man standing on Cold Steel. But he catches out I'm Patrick, and Cold Steel take the point with a good comeback.
I'll take it. That was horrible, but I'll take it.
Hopping into map 1, round 4. Such a tiny little area. This is very difficult. Now I have a newfound appreciation for how well Nightfire can fly this camera. Comes Cold Steel, getting ready to set up their defense. Ink's getting super aggressive and overextending that defense so he can shoot back at whoever comes out of this way, which is going to be Urban Ghost. And if he doesn't check his left, Grim Reaper taking down Mr. Jacob. Urban also catching out that C4 on the ceiling. It's not being effective. But now he's alone with the shield. Inks continues to push up on that aggressive position. If he would have stayed where he was at, he could have just shot Urban Ghost in the back, but he doesn't get it. Now he's coming back, but it's a little too late. Where is the rest of them? Everyone has gone back upstairs now. They're only 3 Hand of Death, so it is now it's a 5v3. Leaning on the defensive side. Grim Reaper taking down Remmer G, who got overly aggressive and pushed up by himself. In my opinion, you can't push this basement solo. Not really a basement. What do you call this? A hold? You can't push the hold solo because they're going to be watching every angle. Azrier getting a little aggressive over here, but I'm pretty sure he just heard that shield. Let's see if he can take out. Run, 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 Azrier. Ninx taking down a teammate. Grim shooting Azrier as well, and Urban Ghost finishing him off.
He's right here.
Shrieking Geek also getting down by Urban Ghost. Urban Ghost doing work with the shield. Oh my God. He's just got this pistol out and he's taking him down one at a time. It is now down to a 1v2.
coming.
Ninks with his PKM trying to take out the shield user, but he's got to get around him real fast. And he doesn't get around him, and Urban Ghost takes them all down with a pistol. Oh my god. Another point for Hand of Death. Man, not what I was expecting when they all pushed into that objective. I hope we keep getting plays like this. This is great. I'm having so much fun casting when people do crazy stuff like that. Now I gotta get out of this little basement area and find the new objective. In the superstructure objective, another super defensible position in my opinion. Only 3 ways in. I don't believe you can cap from the little window in front of it now. I'm gonna switch into gameplay real quick so I can describe some of the things I'm talking about. I don't believe you can cap from in here anymore. I believe you used to be able to, which was a really hard position to defend from because if you lost someone in there, the only way in is the room. On the opposite side, you have to go around to get to them. But you can cap from anywhere inside of this door or that door. I don't know if you can cap from on the outside of the door. I don't believe you can. Like I said, there's only 3 ways in here, so we are hopping into round 5, map 1. Let's see what the defense has in store.
Is this right?
All Hand of Death has to do is hold the objective to get their final point and take this map.
Alright, who's watching flank?
Set your flashlight at the top of these stairs, laying down on that piece.
Like that?
Knowing to use the flashlight, good. Knowing how to use the flashlight, better. I think what they really want to do is put it at the top of the stairs and stick a mag under it so it points down into the hallway. Shots already coming out from Ninks. And Shrieking Geek getting super aggressive with the shield as well. Grenade coming out and Ninks getting away from it just barely. But Xandria right there just waiting, sitting patiently waiting.
You can't shoot through those.
He can Mr. Jacob just standing in the window, but you can't shoot through those as Shrieking Geek mentioned. Azure getting aggressive, coming up and crossing right in front of Xandria's line of sight. Xandria taking him down. Urban Ghost getting Shrieking Geek. Urban Ghost now going for the flank on the upper deck. Stuck. Ninks turning around and catching him out. A very good pick because he was about to mess up some other people. Xandria is coming out of his little hidey hole, but then he's backing back in. Silver Sniper and Ninks both don't know where he is as far as I can tell. They need to know where he's at because they have to cross his gunfire. There's one person denying right now, and he takes down Silver Sniper. Ninks should know where he is, but Jacob right there calling everything out through that window. And that window not being penetrable is really, really hard to deal with. Xandria is now getting over-aggressive, coming out, going for the pick, and he gets him. Just like that, Xandria takes it down, and it is now a 1v4. Let's go take a look at what Grim Reaper's got going on. He lobs a nade up, doesn't get it out, flashes himself. The rest of Hand of Death rotating to cover these stairs. Grim Reaper with the shield, but he's got his legs are exposed and he goes down. Mr. Jacob needing to work on that shield work a little bit. And the Hand of Death takes the first map. 4-1. A very quick round of Tanker. We are less than a half an hour in. And they've already picked their next map. Their next map will be, let's go to the war room. This works. They ignore all the picks because the war room is crazy right now. But the next map is Bazaar. We're just waiting on both teams to get into the lobby, and we'll kick this off. I think that these teams are going to keep it rolling pretty quickly, which is great for casting and great for gameplay. I mean, maintaining that momentum is something you definitely want to do whenever possible. We are still waiting on the teams. Let me check the tent real quick. Everyone is in. We're just waiting on them to ready up. Now remember, if you're in chat and you see something cool like Urban Ghost Shield Rampage, definitely clip it, because we need all of the clips we can get so we can feature teams in V-Respawn in our weekly recap. Clips make it easier on us. If you send them to us, if you clip something, we'll go watch them. But if you clip it and you think it's really worthy, DM us, send it to us, post it in Discord. If it gets enough hype, it'll definitely make it in. And we love seeing all the good plays that everyone has. We don't have time to watch all the games. We unfortunately don't have time to cast all the games either. So if you stream something yourself and you clip something from a first-person perspective, feel free to send that in too, because we will take it. We love great plays. That's what it's about. That's why we do casting, so we can just yell in disbelief because something amazing happened. If you are just tuning in for the night, you have only missed one map. They played Tanker. It was amazing. You should go back and watch it. But we are on map 2 now, waiting for the teams to ready up and get into Bazaar. We have the South Central Humvee objective, which is, let's see, Cold Steel. Hand of Death is defending first. So I think that this is a pretty defensible position for them. I mean, you get your standard defense. You have someone in the blue room. You have someone on objective. Sorry about the quick motion there. You have someone watching that back alley. You have someone watching south. And you have a 5th guy that you can do whatever you want with. You can send him on a flank. You can have him get aggressive and go to the scaffolding. That's what that's called. You could put him in the Bazaar and have him look backwards at the objective. There's a lot of things you could do. But it's a pretty defensible position unless your communication breaks down. I mean, everything on this map is about communication, because you could lose track of a teammate on the wrong side of the wall. They come around a corner, you shoot them because you didn't know it was a friendly coming out. I mean, just so much could happen in these close quarters in the urban environments. It's really hard to keep track of where your teammates are without looking at your tablet. And looking at your tablet just takes up precious seconds that you can't give away when you're trying to shoot somebody. It says something. And we are back.
I'm gonna take you to the dark sea floor. What's our new name for that, by the way? Forgot it.
Sorry that took so long. We are in map 2, round 1. They took a timeout in between, but I was not aware, so it was I was just waiting a little longer than I expected, and I should have thrown you to an intermission. We have a good 3-2 split, one peeling off at the kiosk and going upstairs, it looks like, according to the map. Azure getting early shots on Mr. Jacob and taking him down on his ice cream truck's position. Grim Reaper has crossed the street, no opposition. Ninx is getting ready to cross the street as well. I don't think he'll run into anyone either. Urban Ghost is not looking the right way. Azure crossing the street. Urban Ghost should see him. Oh, that's a sign. Not bad. Grim Reaper downing I'm Patrick in the south. Wait. Oh, I'm Patrick came up in a very aggressive push and just met Grim Reaper in the corner there and got taken out. I didn't even see him on the map. Ninx, Azure, and Grim Reaper pushing up on the south side while... where is he at? Xandria on a very weird but effective position, covering the south approach on that second floor. Oh, I about had a mini heart attack. I thought I'd been muted this whole time. Trying not to pull a night fire. Grim getting some smokes out to cross south, but I don't know why you would need to cross south if you're already up in that. You can just cut right through the middle area over there. But Grim's gonna go for this kill. He wants Xandria. Shots are coming out, and they trade. Xandria going down, and Grim Reaper. Wait, both of them down. Yes, both of them have gone down, and now it is a. Sorry about that. 4v2 Hand of Death. Down to 1. Now down to 1. Azure getting another kill on Urban Ghost. Remember, the only one left on objective. Very hard to defend against 4 people in this objective with just by yourself. I mean, there's so many angles. Someone could be in the building right now capping. He wouldn't even know. So he has to move, and when he does, Azure picks him up with that EMR. A very weird weapon choice, but effective. A battle rifle. And Cold Steel goes up 1-0 on Bazaar. Waiting on everyone to spawn back in, but now Hand of Death is going to have a chance to attack this objective. I feel like a nice, strong, solid, aggressive offense is what needs to happen here to take down Cold Steel on this objective. I mean, it's such a hard thing to defend from, but we are hopping in, so we will see what happens. We're going into round 2, map 2.
Shout out Doctor. Doctor's watching too, bro.
Doctor.
All right,
Oh,
guys,
there are the shout outs that they were talking about in chat.
All right, shout out to OG Wicked, the team captain.
OG
1,
Wicked, that's
2,
what's up.
3, ass and titties.
Ass and titties.
Daddy wishes he was here now.
Wow. Shout out to their old team captain who left them for Animal House. Hand of Death taking the exact same, not the exact same, but a 2-3 split as well. Although opting to go into the blue room and Bazaar, getting ready to push. I mean, they're stacked up. They're just waiting. while the other two go all the way around the north side to the west. Azrier getting a little aggressive, looking for a kill in this kill box area, not catching anybody on this path, but he's gonna keep walking. That nade comes out. Wow, what a throw. Too bad I missed it. Now, Azrier's position, I don't know how smart this is because he's not looking. He's just so out in the open, and if he would have kept looking the way he was, he would see all of them crossing. Should see. There he does. He sees one. He takes down Azrier, getting Mr. Jacob. Shrieking Geek getting I'm Patrick, and Ninx getting Remmer G. And just like that, the entire cross goes down. Urban Ghost not happy that his team just all died all at once. Xandria. Urban with the shield, but not able to get Azric this time as he puts his gun through the window and takes down Urban. And now it is all up to Xandria, and Xandria and Silver trade. And just like that, it is over. Cold Steel are now up 2-0 on this map, on Bazaar. It's a good, solid comeback from Cold Steel. Maybe they like this map more. They did. I did hear that they picked side first, and they picked Marsoc, which is weird. This is Hand of Death's map choice, and Cold Steel opted to be offense first. I guess maybe they wanted to cap. I don't know, but it paid out. I mean, they've got 2 points, so we'll see how it goes. Our next objective is the Kiat. This is not looking good for Hand of Death. I think that this objective, it's super capable, but it's also super easy to kill everyone that's protecting it. I mean, you can't really hide. You only have little corners to hide in the Kiat, or you're upstairs and hiding and looking out a doorway. But basically, everywhere that you can see an enemy, they can see you, and you're very exposed. Maybe we'll see one of the new, I don't want to call it new meta because I think only one team does it, but the position where you get all the way up against the fountain and look back at the objective is a pretty new one. You lay down and you're covered pretty well. But I don't know. I don't know if either of these teams are going to use that. That seems like a pretty aggressive position, and it makes it really hard to get back to. But we are going into round 3, map 2 on Bazaar. Cold Steel up 2. We are going to follow the death.
2925898 if you want to just lose the round for us.
Yep. Gotta wait till you're the
Can
last
we
guy.
enter it?
Only when you're
Yeah.
the last guy.
You gotta be the last guy, you can disable it. Just give up.
Hand of Death talking about the new,
Man, why
not the
don't you
new,
shoot
but
yourself?
the ability to disable the uplink. If you're the last Volk standing, you have a code as well, and you can type it in. The closer you are to objective, the faster it works, and it disables the uplink so that Marsoc only gets 1 point instead of 2 from capping. And some long-range shots coming out with that EMR. Azrier loving his battle rifle, man. Red dot.
You know, on the west side, if you cross the street and go into that alley, there's one in one of those buildings, one of those rooms to the right.
Good call-outs coming. We've also got Mr. Jacob up in a forward position. He has concealment. He does not have. No. Yes, he has concealment. He does not have cover. Man, words are hard today. And Urban over there as well, covering his man. No one covering the back very well. More shots coming out from Azrier as he rotated through the blue room, and now he's shooting at I'm Patrick way back in the back there. All kinds of shots coming out. A grenade comes out, and it almost gets in the door. Azrier hears it and rotates away. Very close, very good grenade throw. Could have been deadly. Let's see where the rest of Cold Steel is. We now have Grim Reaper all the way up in the blue room on the right side of the Bazaar, as well as Ninx coming up on the north road. Remmer watching their left. I'm Patrick watching their left towards the east. Xandria in the far west building of the bazaar, watching his area, and 2 in the bazaar. We have Shrieking Geek on the 2nd floor of the change building, which is a good angle if anyone was actually upstairs, but no one is. Nink's lobbing a nade up over the stairs, not catching anyone in that back area, but it's a good throw because someone's usually there. Remmer's there. Not Remmer. Yeah, Remmer's there, but he's on the wrong side. Other side. Wrong side. Ninks and Silver getting ready to push up. I wonder if they're communicating well enough to not shoot each other.
They're playing real time objective. I needed the back side of the objective by one of the fountains.
One alley on the left side of Bazaar.
I'm Patrick taking down Grim Reaper in that little window or alleyway. Shoot him at. No idea. He did get him. An Urban Ghost downing Azuric on a cross.
One's dead front side Bazaar.
Nink's getting ready to come out on look at objective.
West Bazaar.
Xandria taking down Silver Sniper. Nink's coming out with the free fire, but not getting anyone, and Uncapped taking him down, and just like that, it's down to 1 member of Cold Steel. All 5 Hand of Death are still up, and the last member of Cold Steel is over here. Shrieking Geek on the corner of the bazaar, trying to figure out how he wants to approach this. Also has a 4X on his rifle, which makes it a little hard to use in close combat. He can definitely hear these callouts, and that he should see that C4, but he can't shoot it because if he shoots it, he gives away his position. So his best bet is to sneak past it and get out of its kill range before it goes off. I believe it's still active. It is still active. I don't know if it has the. Yep, Urban Ghost has it, and he heard it, and he blew it up. And just like that, Hand of Death takes a point back. Very impressive defense on the Kiat objective. Right, this game is looking like it's going to be a close game, folks. I think we're going to have trades. I mean, Cold Steel did win a Marsoc and a Volk round, so they have that going for them. But I think we're going to be seeing a decent amount of back and forth on this. Everyone in chat, let me know which teams you're rooting for. I know Wicked's in chat, and he's definitely rooting for his old team, Cold Steel. But let's hear what everyone else is. it looks like we're going to another timeout. I'm not sure on whose side. So we're just going to throw you to the intermission screen, and you can enjoy the clips of the awesome plays from last week. We are hopping right back in. Seems like there was another timeout. We are on map 2, round 4 now. Running into that chimney. Where's my
We'll win this one for a guy.
Cold Steel needing to put up a solid defense on this round so that they can maintain their lead and not lose this map. Grim Reaper and Shrieking Geek taking the upstairs objective building. Azure taking a very exposed position, but it
one just made it across west side.
gives him a very good view. However, Mr. Jacob might see him. Inks is just covering that east approach, but no one is over there. And directions are hard when you're looking at the top down. Happening over here. Silver Sniper pushed all the way up to the west side and is behind the enemy, but didn't catch him. He totally missed Remmer. Mr. Jacob walking out in the middle of the street, putting down suppressive fire on the objective. It looks like Hand of Death is going to go for a solid, hard push. Azuric picking up Mr. Jacob finally from back there. But they are on objective, and they are pad out and capping. Oh my god! 3 people on objective. Tons of cover. Zandria typing in the code. Remmer watching one side. I'm Patrick watching the other. Grim Reaper coming and throwing a nade, but not getting it. Xandria taking way too long on this cap, man. The whole team is crashing in. Urban Ghost is sitting there. What is Xandria doing?
Got it.
Finally! Oh, I bet that hurts for Cold Steel when they rewatch this. They had so much time to stop that cap. But just like that, Hand of Death go up. 3 points on Bazaar. Man, somebody please clip that. I need the entire time that it took Xandria to cap. We're trying to set a record for slowest cap in the game. Kidding. I told Xandria in our last cast when we finished that I was going to be brutally honest about his gameplay. So this is me being brutally honest. That took way too long, Xandria. I expect better. Here we go into round 5 on map 2. If you're just tuning in, this has been a great matchup of two, I'd say evenly matched teams. I mean, that's the best kind of game to watch, right?
I guess it was more rhetorical than.
Yeah.
Hand of Death being very happy about that previous cap.
Well, that's a lot. I wouldn't have done that.
If they spawned in right bazaar, they're gonna be rushing. If that's where they spawn, they can tap real quick if they did.
Alright, keep it cool, boys. We got this.
Mr. Jacob giving some cool-headedness to the team, telling them that if they spawn in the quick spawn, that they'll be there quick. But they did not spawn in the quick spawn, so they are moving all over the map. We have Shrieking Geek Ninx and Grim Reaper moving on the north side, and we have Azriarch and Silver running on the south side now. A solid defense set by Hand of Death, covering all the angles. I mean, just overlapping fire, crossing the fields of fire. Shots are coming out from Azriarch, but I don't really know what he's shooting at. No one is outside. No one's outside the building, so I don't know where he's shooting at.
Across the street. East blue.
Jacob just dropping a nade right out the window, expecting to catch someone in that alley, but no one's there. Shrieking Geek Ninx making a lot of noise. Remmer definitely aware of where they're at, and Shrieking's gonna peek this corner, but his gun peeked first. Ninx taking down I'm Patrick, but Remmer just waiting and taking down Shrieking Geek. Ignore that loud explosion. I don't know what. Urban taking down Ninx as well off the stairs. A very, very aggressive position. Easy to get taken down from. Mr. Jacob putting shots across the road at Silver. He saw him cross. Azriarch walking right up on him. And he gets shot in the butt. Oh no. Peeking through that wall is never good. And Xandria shoots him in the butt. Azriarch not dead though. Mr. Jacob taking down Silver Sniper, and now is down to a 1v4 again. Grim Reaper, but he could go for the res. He is going to go for the res. Urban and Remmer should both hear all of these callouts. Grim and Remmer trading. Grim is down. See if Ninx can get this outside the... Here we go, a good nade. A good nade. Not catching anyone. Almost catching Remmer. So close. And Ninx, let's see how good he is with that PKM. He loves to remind me that it's his favorite weapon. Mr. Jacob and Urban Ghost just sitting on objective. Remmer watching, Xandria watching. It's a 4v1. It's not looking good for Cold Steel. Urban just pre-firing this alleyway every time he peeks, expecting someone to be there. A little bit too soon, though. Ning's putting a smoke in that alley, which is a great play because it fills the entire alleyway. Keeping him confused. A weird call out. Ning's getting Jacob because he's just sitting out in the open. Good pre-fire, just basically covering the entire area with fire, but not enough to catch anyone else out. 3v1, not enough. And Hand of Death takes another point and the map. That is the series for Hand of Death. And now we go into our third and final map. Which is, oh, they must hate me. We are playing Subway. Ignore all the highlighting on the war room. It has decided that it has a mind of its own. We are going into Subway, eat fresh, and catch bullets. Get everything set up on the caster side. Let us know in chat how you feel about that last map. It was very good plays, but that cap, that 5 deep or 4 deep on Hand of Death side on objective, it's not something you should ever let happen. Now we are into Subway. There is Objective. We have a Chinatown objective for the first objective. I feel like I said objective. Gold Steel taking the offense again. Good way to start. We'll see if Hand of Death has some good nighttime strats for this one. The Chinatown objective does require night vision, in my opinion. It's dark enough that you need it. So maybe we'll see, I would assume, we'll see some of those flashlight strats coming out on both sides. And here we go. Map 3, round 1. Subway. For all that MMR juice.
Not to mention they lost their momentum to a cap.
Last season, that wasn't us.
Yeah. Alright, where's my flashlight going?
Patrick not... Oh, he does have night vision. I lied. Bremer not having night vision.
Where do you want? Okay.
Where am I going? I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, that's an impressive spot for that. I never thought to place that there. And already nades coming out down the down the north stairs. Mr. Jacob going for it. It looks like he's gonna meet one very, very soon. Shrieking Geek coming around the corner now. Coming up, looking around the corner. way too over-aggressive. Definitely peeked out farther than he should. And Mr. Jacob getting the kills.
One down.
Not a good way to start. Back to objective now. We have 3 deep coming out of that center catwalk, I think is what we're calling it now. The newly added area. All 4 of them seem to be coming out of there. Grim and Nink's gonna try a shield saw combo, I'm assuming. Bremer's gonna see this. Shots are gonna come out. Ooh, a nice smoke. Street fire coming out. That. Bremer running all the way up on the shield, getting taken down. Grim needing to work on his shield a little bit. He puts it down too much when he goes to shoot. Urban Ghost coming around the corner and taking down Ninks. Grim's still up with the shield. The Doctor coming in. Oh, we had a swap. They put in a new player. Grim with the shield flick, but Mr. Jacobs coming on the right. Urban Ghost on the left. Mr. Jacob taking out the Doctor. Grim's all by himself now, and he gets taken down. And it's... Oh, where is our last player? We have... What is happening with Silver? He is all the way downstairs. This is not what you want to happen when you're trying to push this objective. You want everyone to be synced up. You want to be pushing from all sides. And this just doesn't seem doable to me. I mean, I guess he could, but if I was in Silver Sniper's shoes, I would not be a happy camper right now. And he's going to take the same approach that everyone else took, so we'll see how well that goes for him. Urban getting over aggressive, pulling a nade and lobbing it. Oh, it's a flash.
That was mine.
I don't know if he's heard it. I don't know if the noises have come out. Silver taking down Urban, and very quietly. No shots coming out from Urban. I don't know if the rest of the team heard. They have now. Silver gonna get pinched from 2 sides, pulling out the tablet, trying to go for the cap. You can't cap with the new night vision because you cannot see the buttons on the tablet, which makes this a really disadvantageous position because you have to come up. I think that, I think that flashlight from on the objective was messing with Mr. Jacob because he can't see through his flashlight either. It's not like the friendly flashlights. But Hand of Death managed to keep that cap from happening and take another point away from Cold Steel. At this point, it's not looking good for Cold Steel. That MMR juice is slowly just draining away. Let's take a look at the match page again real quick. We did have a swap out. It looks like the roster, that's the word that I'm looking for Cold Steel is now Ninx Dragon, Shrieking Geek, Grim Reaper, Silver Sniper, which all played before. But they pulled in the Doctor to replace Azrier. So maybe he doesn't like to play the night maps. Maybe he's having tech issues. We don't really know. On the Hand of Death side, it still looks like we have Urban Ghost, Xandria Snake, Remmer G, Mr. Jacob, and I'm Patrick. So the same team. The Ban and Skeptical and K-Dog not making a showing on this map or this game at all. But, you know, sometimes that's you don't need the whole team. That's what scheduling is for. But what the map page doesn't show us is the map history. So let's take a look. Hand of Death has only played Subway 7 times. Well, we'll talk about that later. We are hopping into the next round. Round 2, map 3. If you're just tuning in, you've missed most of it, but you can still keep up with the action. It should be good. And then you can go back and watch the VOD whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit there if no one else will. I'm just gonna go find this before. Alright.
I'm going south out.
All of Cold Steel remembering to take their night vision, which is always good. Cold Steel going to very aggressive defensive positions. Silver Sniper up on the bed. Grim Reaper getting up in his business as well. Just, you don't need to be stacked up in these positions. There's a better spot for Grim. He can wait for someone to come out that catwalk entrance and shoot him in the back. Nink's coming back onto objective. Shrieking Geek, Ninks, the Doctor, all on objective. All of, where is the rest? It looks like, oh goody, the tunnels. It looks like the rest of the team for Hand of Death is all pushing through the tunnels, separate directions. Some lightheartedness from Xandria, fellow caster extraordinaire, telling his team to shush with the new hand gestures where you can actually make fingers. Urban Ghost again with the shield play. Get ready with those clip buttons, folks, because I think we're going to see some more excellent shield work by Urban. And a little twirl there because you get tangled up every time you come up these stairs because the developers hate us and they try and kill us with our cords. Shots coming out from Nink's Dragon. Mr. Jacob taking him down. And getting traded with Xandria, rezzing him in a simple res, and still have 3 up. It's now a 5v4. Cold Steel down 1 man. Shrieking Geek at the corner waiting for this next shield guy. Urban Ghost has been putting in some time with that shield practice. You can tell. He's very good at keeping that hand just above it. I'm assuming that's a frag. Frag comes out. Taking down the Doctor in an insta-kill. Wow. Not what I was expecting from that kill. Shrieking Geek in this really good position, though, in the back. I know I've come around this corner before and actually not been able to see that person. Another grenade pulled. Shrieking Geek coming out, getting 1, getting 2, getting 3. I'm Patrick taking out Grim Reaper, though. And Shrieking Geek getting down by the nade. I'm not really sure how that was a down and the other one was an insta-kill, but...
Dark alley. He's capping. Kill you.
Oh, Rummer's on the objective. He's got the tablet out. Can he cap from there? He can't. Wait. Silver Sniper just killed himself. I didn't think you could do that anymore. Someone, please clip that for me. Because that is the first time I've seen that happen. And Hand of Death wins another round. Could have had the 2 points, but didn't. we are hopping in to, actually, I need to adjust the scoreboard again, because unfortunately, killing yourself as the last man, apparently, or according to most people that I've talked to, is supposed to give 2 points to Volk, because you're not allowed to kill yourself, or 2 points to Marsoc. So, but now we are hopping into the gameplay. We are on round 3 now, I think. We'll definitely be submitting that to the bugs, or to the devs and the mods for consideration, but as far as I'm aware, that is supposed to be built into the game. Xandria taking down Grim Reaper in the downstairs area. He's about to run into another one. Turns around, doesn't peek the corner, and turns around and gets his butt shot by Silver Sniper. Let's go. That's not the right objective. Go. Urban Ghost taking down Neeks on the upstairs objective area. Urban Ghost. West of the Marsoc. Let's pull up the map real quick. It's so hard to tell what level they're on. All right, we have the Doctor coming down from the catwalk area. We have Shrieking Geek also coming down from the catwalk area, and Silver coming up out of the new tunnels. I don't know what they call service tunnels. That's what the word is I'm looking for. But Mr. Jacobs stopping that approach in its tracks. Cold Steel down to 2 members. But Shrieking Geek downing Mr. Jacob and giving away his position. Patrick coming around and just taking him out. The Doctor taking down Patrick. And who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? The Doctor trying to shoot Urban Ghost in the foot. I think he got a couple shots off because Urban had to heal himself, but he's not gonna get it. And Urban's gonna come around behind him, and the Doctor's not ready for it. He was, but he didn't get the kill. And just like that, Hand of Death takes the final map, and that is the game, folks. Final score, 3-12, Hand of Death. Well, there was a lot of good plays in there. I hope that there were a lot of good clips from that. I am going to be taking a break, and I will be back at 9:30, I believe. Take a look real quick so I can give you all the correct information. After casting so many matches, man, just it all blurs together. I have another cast at 9:30. So we have Nightfire and TFH coming up at 8 o'clock Eastern in 34 minutes. Stone Cold Killers versus We're a Team on Onward Master League 1. At 9 o'clock Eastern, we have G-Men versus Phoenix on Onward Master League 2 with Noman and Sleepy. And at 9:30 Eastern on Onward Master League 3, we have yours truly, the Triple Nipple, Fury versus Valor on Onward Master League 3. So make sure to tune into all 3 of those if you can. I don't know how multi-stream does it, but I will definitely throw up a link at some point. Just make sure that you're watching whichever game you feel is most important to yourself. Whoever you're going to play next, whoever you think is going to be the most entertaining. Make sure to get the clips in, donate those bits, support your casters, support the league. If you want to learn more, go to Onward Master League or vrmasterleague.com/onward. Sign up as a reservist, join a team that's recruiting. Basically, everything you need to know is there. Join the Discord, and we will see everyone later. This is Triple Nipple signing off for the second time tonight.